All right, well, we turn now to Washington, where Democrats scrambling to pass a nearly $2 trillion budget bill. President Biden himself getting involved in the negotiations, employing the party to pass that bill, claiming the legacy of his presidency is on the line. All right, let's give you a live look now at the Capitol, where Democratic leaders are working to satisfy the moderate and progressive factions within the party. NewsNation has correspondents covering the latest developments, as well as breaking down what's in and what is now out of that bill. We begin with Allison Harris. So, Allison, the president leaving the country tomorrow, so lawmakers really feeling some urgency today.
He left the country today for the G20 summit in Rome. Nichole, the president telling Democrats on Capitol Hill that his entire presidency rests on being able to get these plans done. He took a major gamble today, putting pressure on members of his own party, betting that they will overcome their own divisions to support his plans and his presidency.
President Biden delaying his trip to Europe this morning, making a final push for his Build Back Better agenda in a major moment for his presidency, announcing a new $1.75 trillion climate and social policy plan.
We have a framework. No one got everything they wanted, including me. But that's what compromise is. That's consensus. And that's what I ran on.
The president making the pitch to House Democrats on Capitol Hill.
You're on board, aren't you?
The president making it personal in a plea to get House Democrats to vote and deliver his $1 trillion infrastructure plan now. The president calling these plans critical and historic investment in roads, bridges, childcare, health care, and the planet.
These are not about left versus right or moderate versus progressive. This is about competitiveness versus complacency. It's about leading the world or letting the world pass us by.
So many people, yes, no, doing the hokey pokey, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So we need certainty that we're going to be able to deliver what we're working for.
President Biden making the case that the prestige of the United States is on the line. The president heading overseas for international summits, wanting to show world leaders that America is setting the example.
We've risked losing our edge as a nation.
And the president delayed that trip by just a few hours today, Nichole, to make this big final push. Tonight, there is legislative text on this, more than 1,600 pages for progressives to go through and review. It seems unlikely tonight that we will have a vote on the infrastructure bill. Progressives making it clear they want to vote on that bill and the Build Back Better economic agenda in tandem together. Nichole?
Well, Allison pulling double duty, covering this for us on Morning in America, staying for us here on Rush Hour, and we appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's give you another live look at the House floor. Democrats still ironing out the details of this infrastructure bill. And you might be wondering what is still included in this nearly $2 trillion plan, as well as what has now been taken out. NewsNation D.C. correspondent Evan Lambert is here to explain. So, Evan, what does the framework look like at this point?
Well, Nichole, the fate of this plan is still up in the air here on Capitol Hill. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi really trying to get progressives to get on board. But we are getting a look at what is at stake and what is out of this massive $1.75 trillion bill. We should note, though, that this is about half of what the president originally proposed. It includes the largest investment of its kind in the climate and the planet, more than $500 billion to address climate change and encourage the shift to renewable energy. And this might come in the form of tax credits for electric car vehicle purchases. This is just one example. There is $400 billion for expanded pre-K and money to keep childcare affordable for most families. Also, a 1-year extension of the child and earned income tax credits. The bill would also extend Medicare to cover hearing for seniors. Some major concessions in this bill, too, and that really has progressives upset, riled up here. Free community college, that was a top priority for President Biden. That is out. Also, paid family leave, also out. And President Biden noting that the U.S. really just one of the G20 countries, the only one that does not offer paid leave for when someone has a child or when they are sick. So that brings us to how this will be paid for. The president promising this bill will be entirely paid for, and a couple changes to the tax law that will do that. A couple examples are a surtax on the wealthiest Americans, also a minimum corporate tax rate on large corporations. But the question is, can President Biden get Democrats to be on board with this? He really needs all of them, almost every single one, in order for this to become law. Nichole?
Yeah, some changes there. We'll see what happens. Evan, thank you for that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.